What's up, guys? It's Jagged Josh. This is going to be the playthrough of Old Time Religion, the new quest mod that I just uploaded to the Nexus for PC. Hoping to get it on console soon, on Xbox, maybe PS4. I heard that there's some problems with it. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a playthrough. This is my character. Got the classic holstered weapons. I just think it looks cool. And a few other mods, aesthetically, just to make the game. I like the way it looks here because it's just, I like that classic Fallout feel. I have an EMB and a bit of sweet effects along with the tree mod and some other stuff. But if anything, I'll just put the mods I'm using in the description of the video. I'm also using my West Coast Vault Suit mod, the Vault 13 jumpsuit. Go check that out on the Nexus. And yeah, so this is going to be the start of the quest. This is going to be the start. You're going to find Eli's camp. You're going to find on the map right here, west of the Wicked Shipping Fleet lockup. It's in this location right here. And yeah, this is how you start the quest. I hate that depth of field effect. I might turn it off, but I'll do that later. So yeah, this is gonna be Eli, and you just approach him, and the quest will start.
Howdy, Scabber. Been looking for some help around these parts. You're the answer to my prayers?
No way. You might be dangerous.
Believe me, if the good Lord or I wanted you gone, it'd be done already. Please, just hear me out.
If I help, I expect to get paid.
You reap what you sow. It'll be worth your time. Promise. Name's Eli. I come from the West, born and raised in Arroyo, California, under the rule of the NCR, the New California Republic. One of the NCR generals was a preacher and was cherished by his congregation. Wasn't too fond of him, so I did a little digging. Found out he was using the good book to abuse his women and forced the men to work long hours for no pay. When the church members caught me snooping around, he exiled me, left to wander the waste alone. Came across Good Springs, Nevada, and lived there for a few years. One night I heard the voice of God thunder in my ear. Felt him tell me that in the right hands, his word can be used for good. He commanded me to find all of them left after the Great War. Been traveling eastward, collecting all these here books ever since. But I can't do it alone. From word of mouth around the Commonwealth, the last known book might be in that old forgotten church in the glowing sea. Had to cross that hellhole to get here. Ain't no way I'm going back, though, 'cause where God ain't, I don't want to be.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The radiation in that place is enough to turn you into one of them atomic abominations.
Jesus, what a mouthful.
Apologies, but don't go using the Lord's name like that.
Fair enough.
Glad you understand, Slick.
What do you want from me?
I'll be honest with you. I've already soaked up too many rads on my journey, and I'm running low on supplies. Need to conserve as much as I can. If you travel to the glowing sea and find that book for me, I'll give you 400 caps for your efforts.
How about 500 caps?
No can do, partner.
What are you doing with all these books?
I keep these with me till I find somebody that ain't gonna abuse them like that NCR general. Till the Lord says I'm done, these books are staying safe.
Do you have any more details?
You look like someone who knows how to handle your business. Best stock up on some Rad-X and Rad-Away. Some power armor ought to do you good. If you run into any trouble, keep a big iron on your hip.
I'll help if I can.
God bless you, Scabber. Come back to me when you've found it. May the good Lord be with you every step you take in the wasteland.
So yeah, that's Eli's backstory, and you'll see started Old Time Religion. You gotta head to the Forgotten Church.
Excuse me.
Counting on you, Scabber. I'll say a prayer for you.
So yeah, this is the camp that I worked on. This is Eli's camp. As you'll see, some NCR stuff, blood on the flag, as like, screw you to the NCR. And he has a ranger helmet. And shout out to, I think, Alex Scorpion is his name, for this Pip-Boy 2000. By the way, this the whole theme for this mod was, the whole inspiration, I should say, was that I noticed that in Fallout 4 there was a lack of like religious themed quests or characters outside of there wasn't any there wasn't a lot of religious themes outside of the Church of Adam. which was I found surprising because you would think that in the wasteland there would be some people that would cling on to that kind of stuff, and also um, it was a lot more present in previous games. Like in Fallout 3, I know that the whole motivation for the story was a Bible verse, and in Fallout 2 and Fallout 1 there was like some pastors and stuff like that. So as you heard, he's from Arroyo, which is the place in Fallout 2. So that's where he comes from, and he's traveled from the west to the east looking for all these books. As you can see, the books are here behind the NCR helmet, and some cool little pickups here. You should spend some time unlocking this laptop. I won't show it here, but there's some logs here that go a little bit more into Eli's backstory. And yeah, I forget the Rice Cakes, I think, was the artist of this, the Kami Fags. Which I think was an item in Fallout 2, or was supposed to show up in Fallout 2. I don't remember. But yeah, it's lore friendly. Everything about this quest is lore friendly. I wanted to keep it strictly to the lore as possible because I love Fallout and the lore of it. And I wanted to pretty much do a mod with a theme that I thought was missing, and basically a callback to the original Fallout games. Like he said, he's from Good Springs and everything. So yeah, if you talk to him again while the quest started.
Counting on you, Skyber. I'll say a prayer for you.
Yeah, so he's just wishing you good luck on the quest, and we're gonna start it up. I have to head to the Forgotten Church. If you go to the data, there's a log there that you can read. That's for every stage of the quest. There's a log because there isn't a vanilla game, so I wanted to make it feel a lot like a Fallout quest. So we're gonna head to the Forgotten Church. I don't have all the locations, so just give me a sec and I'll be back. Alright, so we're at the Glowing Sea at the Forgotten Church. There's a ghoul about to attack me that I put in, so let me put on my gas mask. Let me just conveniently freeze time here, like you do in real life. Let's get this guy. I'm using the service rifle mod, by the way. Go check it out, it's really awesome. I don't know what it is that I'm using that makes the skin all smooth like that. I think it could be the depth of field. See, like, it's clear here that it's smooth. I don't know what's going on, but you know what? It's not a big deal. Rip to that church member. So yeah, as you'll see, a new cross was added. Shout out to Judge Sampson for making the cross model. And yeah, let's go in here. You see the quest marker is there. It should be on the door. Another church member. I think I'm like level 1, so that's probably why it's taking forever to defeat him. Ah, shoot. I might set my level after this just to get rid of him and beat the quest easier. Alright, took care of that. Now, as you'll see, you need the key, so just check this little note here. I've been watching you, Jagged. What you seek, you will find. Meet me on the eastern shipwreck off the coast of Spectacle Island by Goani. Now, what's cool about that note is that it'll say your character's name. So I just put mine as Jagged just to show you guys, but yes, it will show your character's name, so, you know, hashtag immersion. So let's head over to Spectacle Island. I'll be back. Alright, so here we are on Spectacle Island. It says he's on the eastern shipwreck. And if you see on the map, he's like way out there in the sea. So you're going to have to swim. So make sure you have some Rad-X or Radaway on you to get rid of the radiation on the water. Or if you have a mod that, you know, gets rid of radiation on the water, you don't have to worry about it too much. But I like the idea of the radiation in the water. It's, you know, lore friendly, and I don't know, I just kind of like it. So we're going to head over to the eastern shipwreck and meet Goani. So I made it to the eastern shipwreck. It's way out here. Just make sure to swim there and, you know, stock up on your Rad-X and Radaway, like Eli said. And so he'll be on this ship, and this boat is here. This new boat, this rowboat, in the vanilla game it's not here. But him, that little T beside him, and this will be here. It's, you know, it's supposed to symbolize a ship. He's come from. Actually, you'll see where he's come from. I don't want to spoil it here, but you'll see.
Greetings, Wastelander. I have kept my eye on you for some time.
You've been watching me?
Indeed. Not in this realm, per se. It is pleasant to finally perceive you with all my senses.
Creep.
I mean you no harm, only guidance.
Who are you? What are you doing out here?
I am Gawani of the Brahminwood tribe. Our elder, Charon, tasked us to travel the wasteland and continue aiding the Brotherhood of Steel. I was about to set sail back to my home, but the sight and the spirits of the sacred Datura revealed you to me. You have been through many a pain, injustice, and strife, but have overcome and survived for longer than any living soul could imagine on this troubling plane of existence. You seek entry to the abandoned house of faith. You seek a book that has both torn apart and united many. And above all, you seek to survive, while lending aid to your fellow man. For that, you are worthy of a sacred Datura. But first you must prepare yourself, both physically and spiritually.
How did you know that?
The sacred Datura bestows upon me the sight. There is another soul here I have met in the spirit realm who shares this gift. She is kind and wise.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know this may be confusing. Trust you will find what you seek.
What's the sight?
Through the power of the sacred Datura, I see what was, is, and is going to be, and those that exist there.
Okay.
The man in the house, Pastor Kane, is dangerous. He has walked this earth since the nuclear energy rained down from the sky over 200 years ago. He was a crooked pastor, and now suffers a life worse than the lives he gave those he called his people. Radiation has poisoned his mind and body. He will defend what he believes is rightfully his. If he is left to exist on this plane, there is no telling what havoc he will wreak. That is why you must prove your worth by retrieving that book, so it can be put into the right hands.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
If you are comparing Pastor Kane to non-sentient rubble, I would say that is a fair comparison.
Go on.
You have come a long way. I am glad our paths have crossed. Being able to share the gift of the sight is truly a blessing in its purest form. For what you seek will be revealed to you by taking part of the ancient ritual passed down to me from the souls of Zion. Take this. It is the sacred Datura root. Crush it into the tea beside me, and you will enter the land of the Datura. There, you will face tribulation. But if your will proves more powerful, your destiny will be fulfilled.
I hope it works.
It is unwise to underestimate the power of the sacred Datura. I blame you not. If you have exposed yourself with the man-made mind openers, you may experience a sensation similar, but nowhere near as strong.
Bring it on.
Prepare yourself, Wastelander. The sacred Datura root favors no living thing. It is only a gateway to reveal the path to one's destiny. I shall return to my home. If I do not see you again in this realm, remember this. He who fears, he will suffer, already suffers, because he fears.
So, as you see, Gawani here from the Brahminwood tribe, which is a tribe in Chicago, according to Fallout lore from the game Fallout Tactics. I read somewhere it's not fully what is it called? It's not fully lore friendly, that game, but the major events that happened in Fallout Tactics are. So I wanted to just do another little throwback there to a lesser known Fallout game. Some people like it, some people don't. I haven't tried it myself. I only played Fallout 1 as far as like the original games and New Vegas and a little bit of 3. But I did a lot of research when it comes to the lore Fallout, and I always fall in love with it every time I do. There are some other dialogue options that I didn't choose. By the way, I am using full dialogue interface. As you see the quest here, there's more quest stages. More info in the quest stages. I didn't use the vanilla dialogue only because I don't really like it. I like the OG Fallout dialogue options. So I use extended dialogue interface, which is compatible with this mod, as well as full dialogue interface. If you talk to Gawani again.
Drink of the datura when you are ready, Wastelander.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's music tracks that play when you meet Gawani and Eli. For Gawani, it's Beyond the Canyon from Fallout 2, and Eli's track is Gold Slouch from Fallout 2. I just think that those tracks really fit those characters pretty well, and again, they're just callbacks to the original games. So I'm gonna stop the video here. I'm gonna do a part 2 while I enter the land of the Datura. So I'm just gonna do a save real quick. And so make sure to tune in for the next video for my playthrough, where hopefully I complete it and show you guys even more details in the mod without spoiling too much. The mod is out right now on the Nexus. Give it a download. I'll put a link in the description. And yeah, so be sure to tune in for the next part. Hope to see you guys soon. Later.
Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. It's good enough for me.